Picture this. A grown woman with the fashion sense of a rejected Real Housewife and the emotional regulation of a toddler who missed nap time decided that a public children's playground was too noisy for her afternoon yoga session. So she launched a one-woman crusade to ban every kid under 12 from the park, while simultaneously screaming at those very same children at decibel levels that could shatter windows 3 blocks away. Our Karen, let's call her Meditation Martha, strutted into Sunny Meadows Park wearing head-to-toe athleisure that cost more than most people's rent. Her blonde highlights so aggressive they looked like they were trying to escape her head, clutching a yoga mat like it was Excalibur, and she was destined to bring peace to the realm through warrior poses and sheer audacity. The park was your typical Tuesday afternoon scene. Kids laughing on swings, parents chatting on benches, dogs chasing frisbees. Basically the definition of wholesome community vibes that would make Norman Rockwell weep tears of joy. But Martha saw chaos that needed conquering. Like some deranged wellness warrior on a mission from the universe itself, she marched straight to the playground area with the confidence of someone who definitely asks to speak to managers at Whole Foods, unrolled her mat right next to the slide, and began what I can only describe as the world's most passive-aggressive downward dog routine, complete with theatrical sighs every time a child dared to exist within her vicinity. When little Timmy had the absolute audacity to giggle while going down the slide, Martha shot up faster than a jack-in-a-box and bellowed, "Excuse me! This is a quiet zone for meditation, and your spawn are ruining my spiritual journey." The irony of screaming about quiet zones apparently lost on someone whose spiritual journey seemed to involve channeling the spirit of a fire alarm, having an existential crisis. She then did something that would make even the most entitled Karen blush with embarrassment. She pulled out her phone and started filming the children, declaring she was gathering evidence for the city council to ban minors from this park during adult wellness hours, while also posting to her Instagram story with captions like, "This is why we can't have nice things, and I'ma stay away from these brats now." Let me paint you the picture of what happened next, because it was more beautiful than a sunset over the Grand Canyon dipped in glitter. Every parent within a 50-foot radius suddenly materialized like they had Karen-detecting superpowers, forming a protective semicircle around their kids, while Martha continued her unhinged documentary project, now demanding to speak to whoever was in charge of this chaos, and threatening to call the mayor, the governor, and probably the United Nations if necessary. That's when Officer Rodriguez showed up, probably thinking he was responding to a noise complaint, only to find a woman in $200 leggings having a full meltdown because children were playing at a playground, which is kind of like complaining that fish are swimming in the ocean. Martha immediately launched into her demands that he arrest the parents for disturbing her peace and violating her right to public meditation space, while gesticulating wildly with her phone still recording, apparently believing that being louder would make her argument more legally sound. Officer Rodriguez listened with the patience of a saint before calmly explaining that parks are, in fact, designed for community use, especially by children, and that filming minors without permission was actually illegal, which hit Martha like a spiritual awakening, but in reverse. The look on Martha's face when she realized she'd just confessed to a crime while trying to ban kids from a kid's playground was absolutely priceless. Like watching someone realize they'd been wearing their shirt inside out all day while giving a PowerPoint presentation. She packed up her mat faster than a carnival leaving town, muttering something about finding a real park for adults, apparently unaware that such mythical places are called spas and they cost money, which might explain why she was trying to turn a public playground into her personal meditation retreat in the first place. Because nothing says inner peace like terrorizing children and threatening legal action over the sound of laughter.